Well, hello, my paranormal peeps, and welcome back to another Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. My name is Matt Harvey. I am the founder and lead investigator with Deep Woods Paranormal. My wife and I, along with others, investigate everything paranormal in nature. Every week, we will discuss everything from creepy haunted locations to ghosts to Bigfoot, UFOs, Dogman, and other cryptid creatures, and explore all things paranormal in nature. Hey guys, this is Matt with Deep Woods Paranormal and the Deep Woods Paranormal podcast. So today we're going to kind of talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So I've been reading through the comments and I appreciate y'all commenting down below. Also, thank you again to all of our normal subscribers that have been with us forever and to the new subscribers. So thank you guys for joining us and subscribing. We really appreciate it. We're trying to grow this channel and really blow it up. So if you guys wouldn't mind sharing this channel on social media, we do podcasts. We're paranormal researchers. We research everything from Bigfoot to ghosts to haunted locations, demonic activity, Wolfman, Dogman, whatever you want to call them, cryptid creatures, and all kinds of stuff. We do all kinds of research. Anything paranormal in nature, we research it, as you heard in the intro. So a lot of people have been commenting, that, this isn't real, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's fine. I totally respect your opinion. That's cool. And I appreciate the comment. Thank you guys for taking the time to leave a comment. And I always tell people, if you haven't heard me say this a million times, I'll say it one more time. Probably won't be the last time. I don't expect anyone to believe, and I'm talking about the paranormal here. I don't expect anyone to believe until you've had an encounter where you could say it can't be anything else but, and put Bigfoot in there, put ghosts, put haunted location, put UFO, alien, or whatever you want to put in there, river monster, lake monster, whatever. It doesn't matter. You have to have your own encounter. I always want everybody to take kind of a skeptical look at things. Don't just believe because somebody else says it's a Bigfoot, and you're looking at the picture. You're going, okay, I kind of think I see something, but I just don't know. Somebody was upset with me the other day on Rumble for saying something looks CGI'd, and I always just give my honest opinion. I look at our own evidence that way. I scrutinize everything, mainly because I want to make sure that whatever is being put out there as evidence is real evidence. And I apologize to anybody who I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want anybody being angry or upset or thinking I'm trying to trash their stuff. I am not. I'm 100% a believer, but I also take 100% skeptical look at most things. Our evidence after we go on investigations will sit for 2 or 3 days. Just because I'm wound up still. I'm still excited about, we had this experience. We had that experience. And I want to let that kind of calm down, let myself kind of calm down, maybe even forget about it a little bit until I go back to review the video or whatever, unless we didn't get it on video or whatever. That happens a lot too. A lot of personal experiences happen when cameras are not rolling or you're not expecting it, which really sucks because you can't document that experience. But maybe somebody else experienced it with you, which would be cool. Then you have another witness. Anyways, so like I said, if you're not out in the field and you're not actively researching this, I respect the opinion that, hey, this doesn't exist. That's cool. That's fine. And I want everybody to have their own opinions. And I don't want anybody to feel like they have to believe or not believe or whatever. I want everybody to be respectful of each other. And if you leave a comment, I appreciate you guys leaving comments, even if it's, you're crazy or you're whatever. Please do not curse in the comments. I will not post that to the page. We have an audience of everything from younger people to older people, if you will, and everywhere in between. We trying to appeal to a very wide variety of audiences. We love skeptical people. We love believers. We love knowers. We love people that are on the fence. And we love people that are just trying to figure out if it's real or not. We love you all. So the whole idea behind exploring the unknown with Matt and Amanda, and all the videos we've shown, is for you guys to take a look at things and go and evaluate it for yourself, essentially. Make up your own minds. Don't let anybody tell you it is or isn't. Whether it's our videos or somebody else's, take a healthy look at it and digest it. Don't let anybody else influence you. That's what this show is all about. It's about us going into locations and trying to have experiences with things that don't exist or said not to exist, and hopefully documenting that experience or documenting the thing that doesn't exist, and then showing it to you guys for you guys to make up your own minds. I don't want anybody to feel like if they come on this channel or any other channel that they have to believe or they have to be skeptical or they have to do this or they have to do that. There's a wide variety of people that believe that orbs are real. And I do believe that some of them are real. I think there's misidentifications. I think there's, some stuff. I've been a photographer for a long time. Amanda's a photographer. Now I'm working into getting into videography, and now I'm editing my own video. I've been editing my own videos for 15 plus years now. I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've been in the paranormal field for over 30 years. I've experienced a crap ton of stuff. I mean, I could sit here and talk to you for days and days and days until I'm blue in the face about all the stuff I've experienced throughout my lifetime. A lot of stuff I just can't explain. And I think that's why a lot of people come on here. They want to experience something that they can't explain. And that's part of exploring the unknown, is to basically have an experience, watch us have an experience where you can go, oh my gosh, I have no explanation for that. You know what I mean? That's the whole premises behind the show, is to have some kind of crazy something happen where we all are scratching our heads and we're trying to figure it out. Now, that said, we take a skeptical look. Amanda is my skeptic, which I love. She's my rock. She is, hey, you're making that into something it isn't. And that's good. It's an honest opinion, which I appreciate, because it makes me go back and look at things more with a fine-tooth comb as well, if you will, or maybe I need to take a second or third look at that, and then maybe I need to get somebody else to look at it as well. And so, that's just this. Again, this is just, it's all theory at this point. Just because science doesn't believe that it's real doesn't mean it's not real. They just choose to ignore it. So, like I said, I want everybody to have their own opinions. Make up your own minds. But I always say, I don't care if you're a believer, skeptic, on the fence, a knower, whatever you want to call yourself. Just have an open mind. Have an open mind. If you, just because you haven't experienced something doesn't mean it's not real. To the people that have experienced these things, you have to kind of say, okay, well, they experienced something. Maybe it wasn't a ghost. Maybe it wasn't this. Maybe they misinterpreted something. And that happens every once in a while with us too. You're sitting here hearing a noise and you're like, what is that? What is that? You might hear me say that on videos every once in a while. What is that? I ask Amanda, what is that? Because she hears better than I do. With my hearing aids in, I hear loud. I can hear things no further away than she can. Like if I'm in the forest, I hear things all the time that she doesn't hear. But her hearing is amazing. But I lean on her to help me digest whatever it is and try and figure out what I'm experiencing. That's what the research is all about, is going out and documenting things and then going back and analyzing it to see if maybe you caught something. And if you did catch something, you want to take a serious look at it. And okay, then you go, okay, you've gone through it and you go, oh, I got this thing, whatever it is. Be a ghost, a Bigfoot, a UFO, an alien, a whatever. Something moved across. Okay, so now we need to take a logical look at this. Is there another logical reason for this to have happened? Whether it's a scream, a howl, whatever. Some of the screams that I thought were Bigfoot screams, a friend of mine says, we looked through the video together and he goes, oh, that's a deer. I'm like, what? Deer do that? And he's like, yeah. And he showed me an audio clip. I'm like, oh, you you're like, oh, okay, all right. Well, it's a learning process. This is a learning process, and the more, whether you're you know, you're a keyboard researcher where you sit behind a keyboard and you basically go through and research other people's evidence, and then you try and figure out what it is. You maybe try and debunk it, or whether you just enjoy watching it and experiencing yourself. Like I said, you just have to essentially really kind of take a look at the evidence and decide for yourself, because science is probably never going to say, oh, ghosts are real, Bigfoot's real, and I think they're kind of leaning towards UFOs it's being real, but I'm not so sure a lot of the stuff that they're saying is actually, like extraterrestrial, or we can't fly that stuff. I don't know. I, I've talked to a lot of people. Met a lot of people high up in the military out of nowhere most of the time that give me little pieces of information. They don't want to be known. They won't tell me their information. They won't give me their information, but they'll tell me, that I'm on the right track. Excuse me. Anyways, all right. So sorry about that. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed this video, please do. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Let me share my screen with you. I want to show you guys some things. We've got some cool new things over here in our store. If you have not been on our website, essentially, I'll go through the whole thing with you. If you want to come on here, let's say you're experiencing something paranormal. If you're in Texas and you want us to come out and investigate your location, or you just need help, or you just need answers to what you think is going on, and you just want to talk over the phone, or you just want to email back and forth, or you just want to chat through Messenger on Facebook or some other platform, or you just want to text, feel free to. You can reach out to us here. There's a way to contact us. All of our information is here. We're in Bryan, Texas. My phone number's here. My personal email is here. You can fill out some information here. We have it happen all the time. People contact us through here. Maybe you want to report a sighting of something. Maybe you want to say, hey, Matt, just left this restaurant. It's really cool, really haunted. You guys should come check it out if you can. Maybe you know the owner. Maybe you know a manager at this location. It doesn't have to be a restaurant. It could be a hotel. It could be any location. Maybe it's a place where they're renovating and, they're having paranormal activity. Maybe it's you saw a Bigfoot run across the road. We just went and met with a witness the other day, last Saturday, and as he's talking, we started putting pieces together. It's like, oh, and this and that, and footprints here, and tree branches snap there, and teepees here. And so we're having a conversation with him about something that his brother experienced. And as we're talking to him about this, he's going, but I had this experience and I'm doing this. And he's a hunter. And oh, we saw this and we saw that. We found these, and we found these footprints, and all this other stuff starts adding up. And I'm like, dude, we need to talk. And he's like, yeah, definitely. Okay. So yeah, we're working on scheduling a time to go out and maybe do some research on his property. So that's kind of how it starts. Did you see a Bigfoot cross the road? I had never seen one. I've been doing this a long time. I drive the backcountry roads of Texas. I drive all over Texas almost every night. And then, of course, in the weekends, Amanda and I are out in the field, whether we're, doing ghost hunting or Bigfoot research or whatever. We're constantly driving these roads late at night, early in the morning, when it's still dark. I don't want to give too much about what I do away, but I do transport people. I'm a professional driver, and I move them around Texas, and I've talked about this before. And so essentially, I go to like Longview, I go to San Antonio, I go to Dallas, I go to Houston, and I drive through areas that have Bigfoot activity on a map. In fact, I'll show you the map in a minute here. But yeah, so if you've experienced a UFO, I'll show you the map in just a minute here. I'm constantly pinning things on a Google map. The more I pin, and it's not just Texas. You don't have to just be in Texas. It can be anywhere in the world. I know we have listeners from all over the world. So thank you guys. It's awesome that you guys listen to us. We really appreciate it. We love you. So anyways, yeah. So the more reports we get in, the more we pin stuff. Our plan is to, I now know what the first season or seasons of Exploring the Unknown is going to be. And we've talked about the Texas Triangle many times, but the more I talk to people, the more I've been able to, people keep referring us. Oh, I have a friend, I have a neighbor, I have an aunt, an uncle, my grandpa, my friend, somebody I went to school with, and it's like we keep getting reports in of different things. I just talked to a crew the other day that had seen a triangular shape out in the woods, out in the middle of nowhere, where their tracks run through, and they couldn't, they don't know what it was. They both witnessed it. They both explained it to me. We pinned it on a map. It's out in the middle of nowhere, like miles and miles and miles away from anything. There's no little farms out there. There's no nothing. It's just country. It's country and forest. So that's kind of how this starts. So if you want to come on here, feel free to visit our normal deepwoodsparanormal.com. Our YouTube channel is here. If I'll go to it, there we go. We just interviewed Phil Webster. He is an amazing guy. On the last podcast, really had a good time talking to him. We didn't even get into a real conversation with him. We were just starting to talk, and unfortunately, we ran out of time. The system we used cuts us off around half an hour. So unfortunately, we chatted for quite a bit before. We were just so interested. He's just such an interesting guy. He does have a really cool book out for Medium, for people that are mediums. I have a lot of people reach out to me that want more information on, how to handle being a medium and all this stuff. I would highly recommend you go grab his book. It's not very expensive. He does live in England. If you go on to this podcast, both the audio or the video podcast on our YouTube channel, the link is down below to his books and his YouTube channel and his Instagram channel, so you can go follow him there. Really nice guy. Really enjoyed chit-chatting with him. And then, of course, there's our podcast page. If you ever want to go through and just listen through our podcast, we have a ton of them. I think we're closing in on 200 now. So, and unfortunately, when we first transferred over to the hosts that we use now, who are awesome, we really love them, our radio, we didn't transfer the first, 10, 15 podcasts, just because I had no clue what I was doing, and it's taken me a while to learn. And the more I do this, the more I enjoy coming on here and talking into your ear. So, again, if you want to come on here and listen to a podcast, this is just the audio only podcast. If you want to listen to the video ones, where you can actually see me talk and stuff like that, it's on our YouTube channel and our Rumble channel. And I'll show you that in just a minute here. In our store, we've been adding quite a bit of content into here. We have a bunch of new hats. I just added a bunch of camo hats, and Bigfoot hats and UFO hats, ghost hunting hats. I can't find camo shirts yet. I'll keep looking. We just added mugs. If you guys are trying to shop for Christmas, you probably should grab this before Christmas. And then we also have, if you're into like water bottles, they're not cheap, unfortunately. This is what they cost us. They cost about $23 with, and then with shipping and all that stuff. So anyways, all this new merchandise is on our website here. If you want to come on here, public events. I've been talking to Amanda. We just investigated the jail and the old town of Cold Springs. It was a lot of fun. We actually spent 2 nights locked down inside the jail and the town. A lot of cool stuff there. So basically, that old town has an old jail. It has an old post office, an old double wide schoolhouse, which is unheard of. It also has an old train depot. And then it's got a few other structures there that they just kind of use for storage. But they hung over 400 people on this property from trees outside here. And there's also a place where they've hung people from the inside here. We're going to do like just a ghost tour through this town. So if you're in Texas, if you're in the Houston area or around that area, around the city of Cold Spring, and you want to do this, I'm working on setting up a date for next year, and then we'll, if we get enough people, we'll go do it. We're also going to do some meet and greets because a lot of people, we've had a lot of people walk up to us. You're that podcaster guy, locally here in town. But we will, if we do get popular, we will travel to other places, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, and other places to meet with you guys because we love our fans, and we're always happy to meet you guys and get your feedback and have you share locations with us, share your stories. We love to hear them. Speaking of stories, if you guys have a Bigfoot story, a UFO story, an alien story, a ghost story, you lived in a haunted house, feel free to contact us. We always love to have people on our channel, on our podcast. And it doesn't matter if you're a paranormal researcher or not, or a ghost hunter. We'd love to hear your story. There is no judgment on our channel. We don't judge you. We want to hear your story, and so do other people. So feel free to reach out to us. Public Bigfoot expedition. So you're seeing a tent there. What we have is we have a travel trailer, and it sleeps up to 6. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm probably going to be taking out maybe 4 to 6 people into different areas where we've had Bigfoot activity before, and spending a weekend out there. We'll probably have food for you guys and stuff like that. So you won't have to worry about booking a place to stay. If you don't want to camp in a site or have to buy a hotel room, you can probably stay with us in the RV, and then we'll probably have a meal for you, at least one meal for you, probably maybe a cookout on Friday night and Saturday night. So anyways, that's coming up. I'm gonna wait till it gets a little warmer. I think that'll probably happen in maybe late February, early March. So anyways, production page, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there either. But this is our website. If you guys want to come onto our production page or our team page, that's just man and I. And the production page is just talking about different things that we do. All right, so let's get to our YouTube channel. All right, so we've got a lot of videos. Now we've got a whole bunch of people that have subscribed, and we're very appreciative of that. Again, if you guys can refer us to your family, friends, anybody who's into the paranormal, we are a real paranormal team. We are a professional team. We've been researching, Amanda and I have been researching the paranormal since we met in 1995. We started out going to haunted locations. We didn't have any gear. We just went to see if we could experience anything. And about 3 or 4 years after that, somebody said, hey, this show called Ghosthunters came out. And somebody had the bright idea of, hey, you should, that's what you do. You should get some gear and start doing that too. And so that's where the California Ghost Hunters came from. That was my first group. And then started doing ghost tours after that, and different haunted locations and stuff like that. So anyways, that's where we kind of started out from back in the early 90s. I was actually doing it by myself before I met Amanda, up in the attic of our house, in the creepy attic always. Anyways, so yeah, lots of different types of videos in here. We have our our podcast. We also have just different places we've been. Amanda and I have been through thousands of places. We've been through thousands of homes, thousands of businesses, and other said to be haunted locations. We've been doing Bigfoot research for about, God, it's got to be pushing on for 10 plus years, maybe more than that. I don't even remember when I started doing Bigfoot research. But anyways, So yeah, my other YouTube channel, for some reason got taken down. I had about 50,000 subscribers. This has got to be 15 years ago. I wish I still had it now. I'd probably have 1 million subscribers. But yeah, so essentially we go through a lot of different places. You can check out our popular videos here. Again, Bigfoot research, UFO research, Dogman, alien, everything paranormal we research. And we go and stay in these haunted locations overnight and see what we experience. So, all right, let's keep moving because I'm just rambling on. I apologize. Again, we do have a Rumble page. It seems like this page is actually more honest. We get a lot more views over here. I mean, in 2 days, we have 265 views from our Bigfoot podcast only. We're not going to have those. We're not going to have all these different podcasts anymore. If we're talking about Bigfoot, I might put the Bigfoot only podcast logo up, but it's still all the same podcast. We do Bigfoot, we do Dogman, we do paranormal podcast, which basically means that we're not talking about Bigfoot or Dogman and stuff like that. So anyways, there's a lot of videos over here. We do shorts. We do have the haunted creepy dolls here in the office that are actually off to my left. You can't see them. That's why I don't have it on camera here. One of these days I'll turn the camera on that's up on the shelf above everything while I'm doing a podcast so you guys can see everything. You won't be able to see the haunted dolls, but you'll be able to see the hallway where the shadowy figure likes to hang out. And he has a very thick German accent, and he's hard to understand, but he does come through the spirit box. I'm sorry, the ghost box. It's not a spirit box. We have a spirit box and we have a ghost box. Anyways, we use the ghost box more now because it's easier to understand what they're saying, and there's not all this, extra white noise that comes through. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested, come on over here to our Rumble page. If you don't like YouTube and you're listening to our audio podcast or a video podcast, all of our links to everything, I'll just show you this, are down below. If you're watching, when you click on the video, if it'll open. I don't know why that's not opening. Anyways, Rumble's evidently having an issue here. But yeah, if you click on any of the video or audio podcasts, you'll be able to see. I'll just open this real quick. So if I click on like Phil Webster, oops, wrong one. That's to edit the page. I don't want to do that. I want to view the podcast. All right. So if you guys are listening or watching the video, you can see if you come down here, like here's Phil's link to his book, his Instagram and his YouTube channel. And then all of our information is down here below. Contact information, my cell phone and my email. And then basically like our podcast, our YouTube, our Rumble, our mobile app. We do have a mobile app. If you guys are interested in going on that, we do have a place to blog on there. So you can blog if you want to, as long as it's paranormal and nature and you're not being silly and putting a bunch of stuff on there that's not appropriate. We will respond and stuff like that. And of course, there's our podcast website, and you can buy us a coffee if you want. Somebody was asking about this the other day. So this is our buy us a coffee page. It's also linked under our YouTube channel. Every once in a while, people will buy us stuff. We're trying to get a few things off of our wish list. We do have a Canon camera that we got. It's amazing. It's way better than anything we have had before. And so we're trying to get another one. We need a secondary camera. This one's actually better than the one we bought. But when we're Bigfoot researching, we like to have, or doing any kind of research, everybody complains that, the camera's always facing us. So we're trying to have a secondary camera facing out. In fact, we might start using GoPros to face out while we're investigating. We're going to have a headlight with a GoPro on it. And then basically on our heads, maybe, so you guys can see what we're seeing, or on a chest rig, so it's not interfering with the IR light from the other camera. And then we're also trying to get another flare. Unfortunately, the camera we had, the flare camera we had to get returned. They needed it back. They just lent it to us so that we could use it. But it was amazing. And we still do have another military style thermal camera, and we use it for Bigfoot research, but it doesn't record video. So we're looking for something that records video, because when you're out in the woods and you see something, it's nice to have a recording of it and not trying to be fumble around in the dark and hit the take a picture button. And especially if you're dealing with Bigfoot, it's probably going to be gone by the time you hit that button. This is an IR flashlight. Essentially goes on top of the video camera, and essentially it's like a spotlight. So the camera doesn't just see like 5-10 feet, it can see 50-60 feet. And in Bigfoot research, the further you can see into the forest and the clearer it is, the better chance you have of getting something on camera. Anyways, so I already talked about Phil Webster. If you guys want to come on here, again, give us a thumbs up, give us a like and a share. That'd be great. Share us on your social media. And then lastly, we have our Deep Woods Paranormal YouTube group. So that, but let me try that again. We have our Deep Woods Paranormal Facebook group, where you can come on here and we post all this content here anyways. So if you're not following us on our normal page, you'll be able to see here. We're also going to be posting, we're also going to be creating a Exploring the Unknown page on Facebook here. I don't know who shot this video, but that's dark as heck. That's Amanda. When we were at the Cold Springs jail, we went live. We're having a lot of problems with lives for some reason. Every time we try and go live, either you can't hear us, you can't see us. It's ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, here's another one from the Cold Springs jail. This kind of gives you a view of the town. A lot of these buildings have been brought in because a lot of these old buildings have been burned down and stuff like that. But Amanda and I will be starting to go live we're going to try and go live at least once a month, if not more, to kind of do meet and greets with you guys. I know not everybody is here in Texas, so we want to give you guys the opportunity to chat with us and ask questions and stuff like that, because and give suggestions, and let us know what you guys want to see, especially for this show. I've asked that a million times, but we, don't think we have the right audience. I've been trying to figure out how to get to the right audience forever on YouTube. And I think I just figured it out. So we just made a bunch of changes on YouTube. So if you're watching this video, you probably haven't seen all of our old content. Feel free to scroll back through our old content. There's a lot of cool stuff in there and stuff like that. Feel free to join us on our app, our Deep Woods Paranormal app. And then, feel free to check out the merchandise. If there's something in there that you'd like to see and it's not there, let us know. If you're interested in going on one of our Bigfoot expeditions, or you're interested in, going on a ghost hunt with us, or you have a location we should check out, or you have an idea for ghost hunting or Bigfoot research, again, feel free to leave a comment down below. We're always interested in trying to learn and expand our knowledge and to find new ways of doing research. Or if you just want to come out and help us out, feel free to comment down below or contact me personally if you're interested in that. If you're interested in helping us with the production side of things and helping us shoot the show for YouTube and Rumble, please contact me as well. We really need somebody that knows how to use a camera, that can basically follow us around. We also need an audio person per se. Can't pay you at this point in time, but if we can get the YouTube channel up and going, we can really get going. We're looking for somebody to help us market, our YouTube channel, and to help us on Facebook and other social media platforms. To produce content, for us. And, if you're a video editor, feel free to contact me. We're looking for a lot of help at this point. Again, we can't compensate you, but we'll be happy to, if we're going out to a location overnight and we're taking the trailer with us. It's a really nice trailer, by the way. And if you want to stay with us out there, that's fine. Um, but we will sometimes pay for meals and stuff like that just to, because you're coming out with us and helping us out. So, again, just wanted to give a quick channel kind of an update. This is a podcast slash channel update slash here's what's going on. Again, we're going to be podcast. We're going to have podcasts. We're trying to get podcasts up every Friday night, essentially, or every Friday afternoon. So they're coming up out every Friday. So just look for that. And we're going to be interviewing quite a few people here in the next little bit. Like I said, if you'd like to be a guest on our show, there is no judgment. We'd love to have you. And I think I probably should wrap this up. Let me stop sharing my screen here. I've been rambling on for quite a while. So thank you guys for listening to me ramble on about a bunch of stuff. I just needed to get that out in the open. Like I said, if you're going to comment down below, I don't care if you're skeptic, a believer, a non-believer, on the fence. Just please be kind with your comments, and please do not curse or leave nasty messages because it won't get onto the channel. I apologize. I don't have a problem with people saying, I don't believe that or whatever. That's healthy. If you have, constructive criticism, again, just be polite about it because we do have viewers of all ages on here and from all different, genres and locations and, stuff like that. So everybody has their own beliefs, their own theories, their own whatevers. And we'd love to hear yours because you never know, when people bring stuff to our attention, it's like, oh, well, I didn't think of that. We're always looking for different input because it affects how we do our research. And we're always trying to improve. And if you have a theory, an idea, it doesn't matter what it is, ghost hunting, Bigfoot, UFOs, whatever, or you want to help us with our research, again, let us know. The best way to contact me is to text me. Again, my number's in the content down below. Easy to find. If you don't want to leave a comment. If you want to make a report, you want to remain anonymous or whatever, again, my email, you can email me, you can text me, you can go on our Facebook Messenger. You can do a lot of different things. Feel free to reach out. Again, there's no judgment. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to hear, what happened to you. And stuff like that. And, if there's a place that we should check out, again, I'm just rambling on, repeating the same things. So I better get off here. I apologize for that. But again, thank you guys for listening. And we'll have another podcast coming out sometime this weekend. So we have another amazing guest on, also from England. So this is going to be awesome. We'd love to interview people from all different aspects of life and from different locations and stuff like that. So anyways, we look forward to speaking with you, and you guys have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one.